School of Management Studies IGNOU presents an audiobook on the course MMPC-007 Business Communication for MBA program. Presenting Block 3 Written Communication at Work, Unit-10 Short Business Correspondence, Part-2. In Part 1, we have discussed Introduction, Concept of Business Correspondence, Purpose of Business Correspondence, Types of Business Correspondence, and Foreign Words and Phrases. In Part 2, we will discuss business letters and types of business letters. Let's listen to Part 2.
Business letter. The art of letter writing dates back to olden times, and in present times also, letters are indeed an important source of communicating the messages. Business letters are usually written for persuading potential customers to buy some product, answering the queries, replying to customers' feedback, asking or giving quotations, collecting dues, and maintaining relationships with stakeholders. In order to write a good business letter, few requisites should always be kept in mind, such as the knowledge of the language, proper punctuation, purpose and intent of the letter, concise style of writing, and maintaining authenticity. The writer should be very clear about the procedures, policy, protocols, rules and regulations of the organization, as letters not only represent the person who sends it, but also represents the image and goodwill of the organization. A properly drafted business letter can become an impactful mouthpiece of an organization. For a business letters to be fresh, sprightly, and readable, there is no better way to begin than by a thorough house cleaning. Begin by throwing out all surplus words. Read over every sentence of your letter and ask question: is this word really necessary? Will the meaning change if I remove this word? Remember, in a business letter, every word must earn its place, and there is absolutely no place for parasite words in a crisp piece of writing. There are different types of business letters, and they are used as per the requirement. Let us discuss some common forms of business letters. Types of business letters. As we have learned that business letters should have clarity and should relay the right message, it is therefore important to learn how these letters are framed and for what purpose. We will discuss some common types of business letters which are used by almost all the organizations. Refusal letter. If they are not to offend, letters of refusal must be both tactful and friendly. They should leave the recipient with the impression that the invitation was not only welcome but is turned down for a genuine reason. There are some do's and don'ts for a refusal letter. These are do's while drafting a refusal letter. First, express gratitude for the reader. Second, use soft and mellow words. Third, maintain the authentic reasons for refusal. Fourth, give importance to the sender's efforts. Fifth, close the letter on a futuristic note. Acceptance letter. Letters accepting an invitation to an organization's annual banquet, to lunch or dinner at someone's place, or to any other event requiring prior preparation should be sent within 2 days of receiving the invitation. While conveying pleasure at being invited and anticipation of the event, their degree of formality or informality readers should take their clue from the invitation itself. Obviously, a chatting note inviting you to lunch at a friend's club will be answered in an informal way, while an invitation to the organization annual banquet will require a more formal reply. It is a good plan to reiterate the time, place, and date of the meeting just to make sure there will be no misunderstanding. Order letter. Letters relating to the ordering of goods and services are most prominent to an organization's business. Orders are usually routine letters, and their effectiveness totally depends on the accuracy of the details they hold. Replies to orders are treated as opportunities to build up goodwill and relationships with new customers, uncertain customers, regained customers, as well as long-standing loyal customers. The order letter must have the following details. First, they should be clear and transparent, as there should be no hidden cost. Second, all the financial details must be clearly mentioned. Third, the exact quantities of goods ordered should be accurate. Fourth, order letter should be sent on time. Fifth, order letter should be concise. Sixth, they are an important tool for establishing long-term relationships. Inquiry letter. The most common letters in business are buyer's inquiries about goods and services. Today, a good deal of information about goods and prices is conveyed by telephone, mobile, social media platforms, and emails. But everyone may not have these facilities and prefer to use letters so that they have a document and record for reference. In most of the cases, the formal order letter is used for documentation purposes. Collection letter. Usually, collection letters are written to customers who have bought things, availed of services on credit, and their bills are still unpaid or outstanding. There are some debtors who might pay the amount immediately while receiving a text message, letter, or email, but others may not. The collection letters have to be mild in tone, as the tone of the overall communication should not hurt the customer's sentiments, and the customers are to be retained at the same time. Application letter. A letter of application, also known as a cover letter, is a document along with candidate's resume which provides additional information about his or her skill sets, expertise, and relevant work experience. A letter of application holds detailed information mentioning the reasons as to why a candidate is qualified for the profile she or he has applied for. A well-drafted application letter explains the reason for your interest in the organization where you have applied. A good application letter should reveal to the employer the position or job profile the candidate has applied for, why the employer should select him or her as a potential candidate, etc. Every detail of the covering letter needs careful attention. Parts of the layout must be arranged neatly and framed accurately. Names, designations, addresses, dates, and so on must be absolutely correct. Even a small error can send a wrong message to the prospective employer about the applicant's carelessness. An employer is interested in the applicant's personal qualities like diligence, inquisitiveness, teamwork, adaptability, and motivation to achieve. The candidate must present to the employer why she or he fits in the organization. If a job is attractive, There will be many applicants with similar qualifications competing to make the first impression. An impression covering letter with an individual style will always be preferred and has a better chance than a routine letter which is no different from 100 others that state the same routine qualifications. A successful covering letter must position a personality that an employer would like to meet. It is important that if you are a prospective candidate and applying for a position, you must follow the following. First, use your own style. Second, be concise. Third, letters should not be of more than one page. Fourth, use simple language without jargons and complex sentences. Sales promotion letter. Sales letters are commonly used for giving information about products or services and persuading prospective customers to buy the products. The sales letter should always be customized to suit the needs and interests of the selected groups or individual buyers. The sales letter is the most highly individualized form of advertising and publicity. It addresses an individual or a group personally and attempts to change them into an interested potential buyer. It is somewhat like a written sales presentation and follows the persuasion steps towards convincing. The sales letter closely follows the following 4 stages of the selling process. First, attract attention. Second, create interest and desire. Third, win confidence. Fourth, motivation and action. Attracting the attention. There are many ways of attracting attention. The opening sentence must arouse curiosity and encourage the reader to read further. You can use the following lines to grab the attention. First, proverbs and quotations from well-known writers are interesting for their pointed style, which can focus attention at once. For example, no pain, no gain is an old proverb, but today's technology has taken the pain out of most things. You cannot buy everything in the world, but you can buy the best of some things. Second, a conditional sentence can be exciting provided the suggested condition is a possibility within the reach of the reader. A conditional phrase can be used to begin a statement or a question or a command. For example, if you have intelligent children, they will ask questions that adults never dream of. Third, questions have the power to arouse thoughts. They set the mind thinking to find an answer like, would you like to take your family for a grand vacation this summer? Won't you? Creating interest and desire. You need an understanding of human desires and feelings, good knowledge of the product, and a clear mental picture of the prospective customer in order to develop an effective chain of interest, desire, confidence, and willingness to buy. There are 2 things that really stimulate people: the hope of gain and the fear of loss. The fear of loss is the stronger of the 2. Hope of gain and fear of loss are basic to common human desires. Whatever product or service you wish to sell, you have to position it so that its benefits satisfy one or more of the following universal desires: to be wealthy, to look good, to be healthy, to be popular, to have security. Win confidence and creating conviction. While you present your product and try to make readers accept what you say, they go through different emotions. The initial interest and desire for a product or service give place to strong doubts and uncertainty of different kinds and on different accounts. The first doubt may be aimed outward at the seller and or at the product. The reader may think of such questions like, is the seller to be believed? Does the organization support its product and stand by the buyers? Is the product really good, durable, satisfactory, trouble-free? What about the after-sales service? What if I find the product unsatisfactory, etc.? The reader is likely to think, yes, she or he thinks she or he can fix my problem. They all say that. Therefore, it is important that you present your credentials, that is, the reason why you can be trusted and the proof that your claims are true. Evidence or proof of worth can be of two types: facts and opinions. Facts include: first, figure of sales; second, medals, prizes, and certifications; third, mention accreditation by satisfying bodies such as ISO 9000 certifications, etc. Fourth, samples, demonstrations, and trial offers. Opinions of satisfied users are social proof. There may still be doubts in the reader's mind, even though they may secretly hope that the stated benefits are true. To build up credibility, present testimonials from satisfied customers. Letters of appreciation received from satisfied users are the best testimonials. You may get such letters from customers to whom you send after-sales letters. Inducing action. The most important function of the sales letter is to get action from the reader. The entire structure of the letter should be designed in such a way that the reader takes a step towards the product. At times, an extra incentive is needed to make people take action. When people think that there is a limited supply of something that they want, they usually rush to get some of it. You can create a sense of shortage by limiting the offer in some way, such as by stating that the quantity is in limited supply, or by making your offer valid for only a limited time. For example, this offer is valid only until state the last date, after which the product or service will return to its original price.
You are listening to audiobook by School of Management Studies IGNOU for MBA program. Course code MMPC-007 Business Communication, Block 3, Unit-10, Part-2. Course Coordinator Professor Neeti Agrawal from School of Management Studies IGNOU. Voiceover by Santosh Bharati. Edited by Tarannum Jahan. Program assisted by Jagbandhu Jana. And program produced by Manoj Kumar Singh. This program was brought to you by Electronic Media Production Center of Indira Gandhi National Open University.